yards deep to begin the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it, and you can't hold on to the football.
And the Knowles are going to cash in here in the red zone. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that one's straight down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman, but DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise and doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball and heads to the left. How's the spin move? Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll try a pass here. Grab made by the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the stick for a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Just runs through a man, a mismatch. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, and some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. As a design quarterback keeper. Running past the 45. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
And the Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. He'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. Tackle, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Oklahoma 7, Florida State 3.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Going to try to use his legs here.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on third down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. Extra point makes the lead 11. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Oklahoma 14, Florida State 3.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Up front, lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory.
Get set.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
They're going to run it here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Sooners come to the line with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. No shot to bring him down. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made down inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where we've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive we were happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Try and muscle for the first down. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense really clicking.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Point after, up and good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. And this one is caught. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. 3rd down upcoming after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. He's escaping the pocket now. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Defensive backs up at the line, showing Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense cannot be stopped. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. Here before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to begin the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Can they pick up the first on the ground? Defense stops him right at the line there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Here comes a handoff. And the Seminoles pick up enough for a 1st down.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll use the ground game here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Throws to the tight end. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. Ball handed off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the Sooners move into the red zone. They'll feed the back again. Powerful running here. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The Sooners looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown continues. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. He hands it to the back. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Drop him back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but it's a solid gain on the return.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49.
29 Philly.
It's a run to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Caught by the receiver. He steps